and the battle over Oregon's vaccine mandate. It's now headed to court. Dozens of state troopers and firefighters are suing the state and Governor Brown. But lawsuits, well, they can take a long time. So one trooper took his frustrations to social media. Here's Maggie Vespa.
I will not sit back and sheepishly watch as those who serve the people of this state are given unlawful orders which threaten their livelihoods.
First responders are waging war on Oregon's vaccine mandate. The latest blow out of Jefferson County Court. Dozens of firefighters, Oregon state troopers, even the Oregon Fraternal Order of Police are suing the state and Governor Kate Brown for mandating they get the COVID vaccine by October 18th or lose their jobs. That lawsuit, first reported by the Oregonian, was filed Friday.
I'll likely get fired over this video.
2 days after this video got another trooper in Bend placed on leave.
I'm a Christian, a husband, a father, and a police officer. I have personal and religious reasons as to why I will not take the vaccine, but also the freedom to choose not to.
In the video posted last week on Instagram, Trooper Zachary Cowing sits in uniform in his patrol car and blasts the governor, her mandate, and anyone who gets the vaccine, quote, out of fear. By Wednesday, OSP had placed Cowing on paid leave pending an investigation. Dan Tennell is representing Cowing as well as the plaintiffs in Friday's lawsuit. He says the cases are separate, but the message is clear.
And there are many troopers who are not going to get this vaccine and are prepared to lose their job over this.
Tennell is hoping they won't have to. The suit argues the governor's vaccine mandate, among other things, violates rights to free expression under the Oregon and U.S. constitutions. Tennell calls the governor's executive order unlawful and says even amid a global pandemic, labor unions should have been allowed to negotiate.
Does her authority trump these bargaining rights?
No, it shouldn't. Whether a court lets it or not, I think we'll find out.
It's your body, your choice.
Pushback against vaccine mandates is mounting nationwide. Here in Oregon, nurses in Tualatin have rallied against the requirement. The Portland Police Association has warned officers under a mandate by the city will resign over it. And last month, the Columbia County Sheriff told Governor Brown he won't enforce vaccine or mask mandates, writing in a letter, "We have had enough of your overreaching mandates and bullying threats."
The rise of the more contagious Delta variant has changed everything.
Amid skyrocketing COVID rates, Governor Brown has defended mandates several times. Friday, her office sent us a statement reading hospitalizations have increased nearly 1,000% since July 9th. The vast majority of Oregonians hospitalized for COVID-19 are unvaccinated. People are dying. The governor is responding to a public health crisis. Whether her response will remain intact will now be weighed by a judge.
Maggie Vespa joins us now. As far as we know, Maggie, this is the only suit filed over Oregon's vaccine mandate?
Yeah, Pat, that's right. We couldn't find any other examples at this point. Although, as you saw in the piece, other groups are frustrated by this, and specifically other labor unions have definitely threatened legal action.
So, Maggie, Oregon is by far not the only state issuing these mandates. There's lots of these. You asked, I'm sure, the attorney if similar lawsuits are popping up in other states?
Yeah, I did. And he said that there is communication within the National Fraternal Order of Police on strategies state to state. But Dan Tennell argues, it really doesn't matter in his mind because he says Oregon is so unique. Freedom of expression in our state constitution is even broader and stronger than in its federal counterpart. And the lawsuit also cites this Oregon law. It reads, a worker shall not be required as a condition of work to be immunized under this section unless such immunization is otherwise required by federal or state law, rule, or regulation. So the question is, does the governor's executive order amid an emergency like a pandemic qualify as a state law, rule, or regulation? Well, the state will likely argue, yes, it does. The plaintiffs and the labor unions again say they should have been able to negotiate this. So I asked what might work for them, and Tennell said, well, the U of O, for instance, is letting unvaccinated students and staff opt for weekly testing. So he said maybe something like that.
Well, we'll see. Thanks, Maggie.
Sure.